Hello, Earth signs. Welcome to your weekly collective reading. So I know I normally post these on Mondays, but I had some scheduling conflicts that didn't allow for that. So we are here on Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday. But anyways, welcome. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you do get notified when I do post the video, so you don't miss out on anything, okay? But we're going to look at the week ahead, and we're going to see, so far the readings have been really interesting. The collective reading that I did for the week on TikTok was all about financial security. And it's funny because the reading for fire signs and the reading for water signs have both been about financial security. So, interesting. But let's see what we need to know for your week. What do we need to know for my earth signs? We're going to look at the overall energy with this deck. Third house, communication. Well, that's perfect because we're in Gemini energy, okay? Gemini is all about communication, seeing both sides. So we'll see what that has to say. We have 41. So 4 is about thinking practically, right? Finding security in your communication. And 1 is about initiation, leadership, the self. Plus, we add them together, and it's 5. So 5 is about change. Whoops. Let's see if we can make that stay. There we go. Let me adjust that just a little bit. So what I'm going to do with the Akashic Tarot, if this is your first time, is we're going to look at the energy, what's working against you, what's working for you, and then what is unseen, okay? These readings wind up being really cool because it's Akashic Tarot. Seems to go pretty deep. Plus, I partner it with traditional tarot, and we get some really great messages. So let's see what we need to know for you. If this will stay, that would be fantastic. Okay, so let's see what's working against you. We have the 8 of Keys, the Master Artisan in reverse. What's working for you? We have the King of Keys in reverse. And then what is unseen? We have the 4 of Scrolls, the Karmic Trench in reverse. This is very interesting to me. So when we look at the 8 of Keys in reverse, the Master Artisan in reverse, this is as a perceived energy that's working against you. To me, this feels like whatever you're doing in your work life isn't quite working out the way that you wanted. Okay, it could be that you're working really hard, you're putting yourself out there. It could be that you're getting overwhelmed with everything, or you're just not getting what you feel you deserve. Let's pull some tarot to see. Now, for everybody, it's going to resonate differently, right? So let's see what the tarot wants to say. Because typically, whenever the 8 of Keys is in reverse, is a positive energy, but when it's working against you, it could be that you're getting more work dumped on you than you want. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull 2 cards from the tarot. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Interesting. We have 2 8s here. And then we have the Star in reverse. Yeah, I just feel like whatever you're doing right now, especially when it comes to work or something you've worked on, it's just not feeling right. There's a disconnect there, okay? It could be in your work, you're getting overloaded, like I said, with too much stuff, and you're not able to really find that place of fulfillment. And it has you thinking, you might have even tried a bunch of different things, and you're like, you know what, nothing's working out for me. I don't understand it. And so what this is telling you is like, you know what, we need to move away from things. Sometimes we just need to take a step back, okay? Because when we see the 3rd house of communication, now, I want to think about this 2 different ways. The energy is always communicating to us. Are we listening to it? Also, are you effectively communicating with those you work with, those you work for, or like your customers if you're an entrepreneur? Are you effectively communicating things to them? Like what is the signal that you're sending Are you setting healthy boundaries? Are you being your true authentic self? Are you not saying, no, I can't handle this right now? Or are you really listening to yourself as far as like, well, whatever I'm doing right now just isn't working. This is too much. Okay. And so it's whatever is going on here, it's a lot of emotion. And so the Eight of Cups is like, I need to step away from this right now, and I need to like regroup and figure out what my true happiness is. What is going to bring me joy? What's going to bring me healing? What's going to bring me balance? There's a lot going on here. A lot of purple. Interesting. Purple and blue. Purple is a highly spiritual number, right? So it's like whenever we connect with our higher self and we feel like we're connected to our higher purpose, then our vibration shoots up, right? But whenever we feel all of a sudden we're getting bogged down, it's just, we start to feel like this weight is on our head, on our shoulders, and it's pushing us down. So we always want to be following our energetic blueprint, right? Like what we came here to do, what comes naturally to us. And that's where we tap into that zone of genius. So here what's working for us is we have the King of Keys in reverse. So when the King of Keys is in reverse, it indicates like moving away from something, or somebody's moving away from us. Okay, so let's say we're looking at this as a career situation. If we're in a career that we are not happy with, if we feel like we've been there for so long and it's just not getting anywhere and we feel stuck, well, moving away is telling you that, okay, there's going to be something else coming. I'm naturally moving away from something, or something is getting harder, more miserable because I'm supposed to be moving away from this. If we're talking about a relationship, it could be that you've worked so hard, spent so much time, energy, and effort into this relationship, and it's just not getting you anywhere. You're like, you know what? I'm wondering if I just need to be walking away because I'm really not feeling like this is ever going to get us anywhere. Because there's so many eights here. So the star is number 17. Combine those, and that's 8. This is all about self-attainment. Okay? Being in the energy flow, because right now you're not feeling like you're in the energy flow. So let's pull a couple of cards for this one. Ooh, there we go, the Tower. Yeah, something's changing big time. Page of Swords. Yeah, this is interesting because, like I said, there's something new, something better meant for you. And here the Page of Swords is about communication. It's about learning. It's about ideas. And the Tower is like things are feels like it's crumbling, but it's actually a blessing in disguise. Okay, because the Page of Swords is also a messenger of good news. I know it doesn't seem like it, but this is good news, especially when we also have third house communication, right? You're getting that message of good news because what you've been working towards, working on, spending time in, it's causing you emotional upset. This is, you're being moved away from this because it's not right. It wasn't built on a solid foundation, and whoever the players are in this scenario are more so going to be like ego-led. And it can really affect the way that you move forward in life. Okay? Because we are who we surround ourselves with. So if you have somebody that's moving away from you, or you're moving away from somebody or a situation, it's just because, yeah, it's all coming apart because something else, there's like something better is what I feel like. Because especially what we have here as the unseen, we see the Four of Scrolls, the karmic trench in reverse. This is going to be getting you out of this hole that you feel like you've been in. And the only way you're going to do that is by making different decisions. Because when this is direct, this person is sitting here digging these trenches, and they're not even paying attention to, they're supposed to be digging a line and planting seeds, right? They're just still digging, doing the same thing over and over again and reaching nothing, right? Digging the hole deeper and deeper. So whenever this is reverse, it indicates the person's finally coming out of the trench, finally looking up and realizing that they need to make different decisions. Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards. We have the High Priestess in reverse. and, ooh, death. Wow. All this major arcana in all three. Wow. So when the high priestess is in reverse, she's feeling disconnected. Okay? She's feeling emotional. And death and rebirth, something has to end, right? This tower has to happen in order for something to begin. I told you, I feel like there's something better. See? Whatever you were dealing with was not stable because the karmic trench is 4. We have 4 here. And I told you with the tower, it wasn't built right. It wasn't stable. So this is, you're being moved away from a situation, or something's moving away from you because there is something better coming. Making different decisions, making new decisions, making conscious decisions is what's going to get you out of this trench, out of this hole, and this disconnected type of feeling. Okay? Let's see if anything else. And I have to say this is going to be like maybe one person that's watching this, but if you're in a situation to where you're the third party, like that's never going to work out. Never. Okay? You never want to be the third party. You want to be like on the same wavelength. Okay? Being the third party is never going to work out. That has to stop. You're going to keep getting the same old, because everybody that comes to me that is the third party is somebody that suffers from low self-esteem. Okay? And so they're consciously choosing partners that are unavailable, and that's never going to work. You're never going to find true happiness. So let's get some oracle. I just wanted to put that out there for maybe, like I said, one person that's coming across this scenario. And if it's somebody that you work with, right, it's all going to come crashing down. You just don't want to be a part of that. You're better than that. You're more than that, okay? There could be a text message or something that's seen, and it's going to bring everything crashing down. If somebody else has a third-party situation, I'm not saying this is what this is. I'm just saying it can be for like one person, right? Then it would be everything's coming crashing down, and you're going to have to make a different decision because nothing's going to change. Okay? Let's see. It's very rare that I'll ever say anything about third parties. It just was talking to me, so I had to put it out there. Look, we have mindful groupthink. Okay? Because remember, who you surround yourself with is the limitations of where you're going to reach. And it's interesting. We have 40 and then 41. Okay. It's all about stability this week. Okay. And so if you're overthinking things, if you're worried, if you're fearful, look at what you're watching on TV, look at what you're listening to on the radio, look at the social media videos that you're watching, look at the people that you're surrounding yourself with. What is the collective energy that you are putting into yourself? Okay? Because what you pay attention to the most is going to be what shows up in your life. So if you're paying attention and involving yourself into drama, guess what? You're going to have repetitive drama. It's just you're building your own algorithm. So you want to be with people that are expansive. You want to be with people that are growing, and you help and support one another. Okay. If you haven't taken my free workshop that I just put out there, go do that. It will be linked in the comments for you. Okay. This is about, no longer giving your cup away, taking your power back and really tapping into that powerful energy. You got to learn to be more productive with the mind instead of letting the mind control you. The blade, look at that. So the blade is something that it can collect the harvest, excuse me, or it can be something that wounds. What is your decision? The blade can also be something of truth. So it's it reminds me also of the Ace of Swords. It's truth, it's clarity, balance. And it's connected to number 6, which is about harmony, communication, connections. So that's, yeah, it's interesting how it's showing up, especially with the 3rd house communication card. Let's see what else. And everything, you know, we always go through phases in life, okay? So you're going to evolve through the different phases in life. And allow yourself to evolve. Because if you try to stay the same, you're going to find resistance. You're going to find that karmic trench over and over again, right? We have to make different decisions when we evolve. That's how we evolve. Look, liberation, free yourself. Oh, goodness, I just hit the camera. I'm so sorry. So we have 13. Again, another 4. Okay, so 13, the self-initiation. 3 is the Holy Trinity, mind, body, soul. It's also about communication as well. Figuring out what it is that you want. Being your true, authentic self. And freeing yourself from whatever you're dealing with here. Let's get another oracle. Because here, like I said, we have all of this right here talking about personal attainment. So whatever you're dealing with, it's not resonating with you. So we've got to turn around and walk away and really go within to figure out what is your truth, what is your happiness. Look at that, taking back your power. I was just talking about that with the workshop that I just did. And look, 35, 8 again. So 3, again, the Holy Trinity, mind, body, soul. 5, change. When you change and you shift and you evolve, you connect, you grow. It's amazing. And 13 right here too. I just saw that. Another number 4. When the High Priestess is in reverse, she's dealing with things from an emotional lens instead of tapping into her life force power. Okay, she's not really in her power as far as like, she just lets anybody into her life. She lets people tell her what to do. She's not trusting her own guidance system. And so that has to stop. That has to transform. And that's the only way you're going to get out of this karmic trench. Okay? God, these messages are so powerful. And it's not me. It's the cards. So let's see. Okay, so this child has shown up in every single reading. So this card showed up in the fire signs, and then another child card showed up in one of my other decks. So the child here represents, number 1, of course, our inner child, right? If we have not gone in and really connected with our inner child, because this is the one who's experienced a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, a lot of disappointment. It's the one who's been stifled. Look, it's number 13 again. Then, you know, if we haven't done that, then we're going to continue to go through these same cycles, right? You're going to stay with this High Priestess in reverse. But when we do go and connect with the inner child, we find that sense of liberation. We find that sense of curiosity, of wonder, of creativity. Okay? And just know that whatever you dealt with in childhood, people were doing the best that they could with what they knew. And I know it's easier said than done when we talk about that, but it really is true. Even if they were toxic as hell, that's the only way they knew how to operate. Does that make it okay? No, absolutely not. It just explains why and how they did those actions. Okay? So you don't take it personally. It's they felt that way about themselves and they projected that stuff onto you. Okay? So, all right, my dears, I really hope this helps you. This is a really powerful reading, and there's a lot of focus on you and your stability and really connecting to that life force energy. Okay? So, all right, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week.